You were on Capitol Hill yesterday as part of a team addressing these issues with certain senators. Did you feel that there was anyone was really listening? Do you feel that anything got through at all in these visits that you had on the Hill yesterday?
Usually I'm pretty cynical about the Hill and what you can accomplish on there. I'm always deeply impressed and moved by the staff, who I think are exceptional. And I do think that often we don't realize that we may have shifted a staff member who will communicate to the senator or the congressperson about the issue in a different way because of the passion and the expertise and the knowledge that we have brought and put on the table. I think it's important, but this institution is an institution, government is an institution of power, and they only respect power. There are two kinds of power. There's money, wealth, and then there's the vote. Now, we don't have the wealth. Well, actually we do. It's our wealth. We're just not handling it very well now, but we do have the vote. So as people begin to be educated by this, our focus should not necessarily be on influencing them per se, but rather influencing their constituencies so that the constituency as a whole makes a demand on them that they respond appropriately. That we can do through films and documentary and song and concert and information and tables and individual canvassing and group action and protest and all of the techniques that they're discussing here today, and every one of them works, and they're so much more powerful than anything that happens on the Hill. And we will succeed. We will prevail.
One last question. How do you feel about the energy here today? Can you feel it?
I'm blown. Can you ever? It is extraordinary. And I think it has to do, I know they're here because they believe that they can make a difference now and that their voice has been heard. They did elect the President of the United States. They were responsible. They were the ones who showed up. And so now they say, oh, so it's ours to do. So let's take responsibility for it. My generation tried it, but as I said before, we tried it by really polarizing, by setting up a dichotomy, us and them, which did not work. And unfortunately, we let violence creep into our methodology, which created more violence. Martin Luther King had the answer. Nonviolent civil disobedience. It will ultimately come to that. It may come to that sooner rather than later. We can talk now and we can create plans, but ultimately this institution, the institutions of this government and multinationals are going to proceed. It is a huge liner, which is going to take a long time to turn around, and there is no time to turn around, which is what Natalie said. So we have to change it quicker, and the way to change it quicker is to get out in the streets. For example, I just learned that there is a coal-fired plant not a mile from the Capitol, which provides the electricity to the Capitol. And because of this convention, Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid asked that power plant to, in the quickest possible way, to transfer from coal to natural gas. They could have done that at any time. They did that now because Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid do not want to stand up in front of 11,000 kids and say, we don't know, we can't change it quick enough, because the kids would say, bullshit. And so that's the way it changes. There are solutions to every one of these problems if we put our minds to it. Even this incredibly thorny problem about what we're going to do with waste and nuclear energy. First of all, there has to be a moratorium. It must stop. It's like the death penalty. It is a malignant and moribund technology that should stop absolutely, and we should address the damage done up until this point. Once we have dealt with that damage, then we can think about other things. God knows what science will bring us. But to think that it should be part of any comprehensive energy plan is a grave, grave mistake. And I don't think it will happen. I think we'll be able to stop it.
I want to thank you very much for taking time with us right now and for being a part of this wonderful event and being a part of this panel too and sharing all your information and your life stories with everybody. It's been an awesome privilege.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I'll have a little bit.